Malý okamžik začíná dnešní první zápas a je čas přivítat také další dva členy. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the official mascots, Bob and Bobek!
Let's get ready! Let's get ready! Let's get ready! Let's get ready! Let's get ready to rumble!
This afternoon you're about to see the team that finished fourth in the IIHF World Championship in 1951. They played two quarterfinals in 2010 and also in 2016. And 2022 was their quarterfinal appearance at the Olympic Games in Beijing when they had beaten Team Latvia.
Der slår den at være min bedste. Bedsten, den er sjov og fin, og lige værd det mad. Hvis man må nu spille vand, så spiller man.
Harry, you got to get in there, mate.
Number 38, Morten Bosen. Number 71, Niklas Andersen. And number 72, Philip Schultz. At coach of Team Denmark is Mr. Mikael Gadd. The assistant coaches, Andras Vilja and Magnus Venström.
2.650.000 kroner.
Der er rigtig spot on, hvor jeg har været på. Ja, der er rigtig spot on.
Goalkeepers, number 1, Jackson Whistle. And number 33, Ben Bowles. First line, number 13, David Phillips. Number 28, Ben O'Connor. Number 9, Brent Perlini. Number 14, Liam Kirk. And number 48, Johnny Curran. Second line, number 26, Evan Mercy. Number 41, Josh Patch. Number 75, Robert Dow. Number 91, Ben Ray. And number 94, Kate Nielsen. Third line, number 24, Josh Hedlow. Number 79, Nathaniel Albert. Number 7, Robert Lakovitz. Number 23, Sean Norris. And number 74, Ollie Batteridge. Fourth line, number 2, Sam Ruoff. Number 17, Mark Richardson.
Boys, let's win this first period here. There we go, JC, do it. We're afraid to make fucking plays, boys, eh? We don't play fucking scared here. Let's go, guys. Here we go, one, go,
Team Great Britain! And now, show your appreciation to Team Denmark.
Inside O2 Arena here in Prague. Great Britain has been on the ice for a little bit. Frederick Dicau, the Dane goalie leading his team onto the ice. Denmark 1-3 in this tournament. They opened with an impressive 5-1 victory against Austria Saturday, lost 5-1 to Canada Sunday, 2-0 to Norway on Tuesday, and lost 7-4 to Czechia on Wednesday. Great Britain 0-3. They lost 4-2 to Canada Saturday, 8-0 to Finland Sunday, and 3-0 to Switzerland on Wednesday. So we mentioned it earlier, 2 goals, and they came in the first game. These are the officials. Tobias Bork is from Sweden, Sean McFarland from the United States, Darrington Wyosnek from Canada, and Kevin Bergante is also from the United States. Pete Russell, 49 years old, head coach of the Cardiff Devils in the Elite Ice Hockey League. He's got 6 of his players playing for him on the roster this season. And 47-year-old Mikael Gath, his first year as head coach of Team Denmark, as these two teams get set for battle here today. No points for Great Britain and 3 for Denmark.
The starting 6 for Team Great Britain. Goalkeeper number 1, Jackson Whistle. Defenders number 28, Ben O'Connor. And number 13, David Cummins. Forwards number 14, Liam Kerr. Number 9, Brett Perlini. And number 48, Johnny Cowan.
So just a couple of seconds away from the opening face-off as Britain trying to find their way. It was interesting to listen to their head coach, Pete Russell, with his speech before the game. He is fired up. There's Jackson Whistle. He's played every minute of this tournament so far for Great Britain, and stopped 27 of 30 against the Swiss in the loss on Wednesday. Frederick Dickau, he has played all of the action for Denmark so far. Stopped 32 of 39 in the 7-4 loss to Czechia on Wednesday. So Jackson Whistle has actually played 2 of the games. Ben Downs, the backup tonight for Great Britain, has played 1.
Let's go, boys.
Perlini versus Russell.
Sticks down in the puck will come, okay? Sticks down the ice, blue first, hold, go!
Great Britain in blue and Denmark in white, and we are underway as the pass intended for Johnny Kerr in this line of Perlini, Kirk, and Kern getting the start. The first line for Great Britain as it's steered to center. Patrick Russell redirects that one in. David Phillips goes after it. Some experience in pro and the East Coast Hockey League and the IIHF for Phillips, as it's onto the stick of Brett Perlini. His dad, Fred, played a handful of games with the Toronto Maple Leafs, and his brother, Brennan, was a high draft pick. Now Ruoff with a chance, and the game's first chance is a pretty good one.
Great Britain has been implored to play more aggressively, more plays with the puck. Get off to a good start by their head coach, Peter Russell, and offense from Sam Rupp. Good look, but the goaltenders, both Dickau and Jackson Whistle, have been solid so far in the tournament.
Dickau with a save percentage of .896. The face-off to his right. They dig away at it, leaning in Kay Nielsen. He wears number 94 for Great Britain. He can't get to that one, so it comes to center and played in by Nick Olsen. Ruoff, he's from Regina, former Prince George Cougar, played at University of Saskatchewan. He had the chance a moment ago. Mark Richardson, will press up there by Nicholas Jensen. A couple of assists for him in this tournament. Worked back, and Philip Bruggeser will hold it as both teams make changes. Bruggeser, he had a couple of assists in the last game against Czechia. That one off the stick of Oliver Larsson, so no icing. Reversed by Halbert. Pass ahead from Tetlow. He's easy to pick out up there. He's at 6'6". He wears number 24 on defense for Great Britain. The pass onto the stick of Schultz. Centering feed kicked away. Great Britain trying to turn it up in a hurry. Sean Norris with some room. Norris, he'll double back. Lakovic takes his pass. He's got a man in front, and that's tipped just wide. Get the right idea with the pass, and that was slugged wide by Ollie Betteridge. Now Matthias From as Denmark will change. Great Britain with the early pair of chances in this one. Nicholas Anderson, he'll fire that in. Whistle moved it to the corner. Played by Davies as he tries to get it out, and he does. Sam Duggan now. He'll drive one, and that one off the stick of the defender and out of play.
Both teams understand where they're at in the tournament. As Norris goes on a dash, tries to get the lack of it. It's a good pass out front to Betteridge. He gets a stick on it, just pushes it wide. But you can't get too far down the standings board yet. But you understand Great Britain has Denmark, Czechia, Norway, Austria. They have teams they could get points against starting today. And so they feel like the first 3 games, a bit of a warm-up. Their real tournament goes now.
Matthias Lawson played it behind the net. Slugged by Marcus Lauritsen.
That has been an issue all tournament long. Zamboni door in the corner. Strange bounces.
We'll keep an eye on that as we go. Point shot. It's a pretty heavy one. Didn't miss by much as O'Connor ripped that. That'll come back for Phillips. You'll hear the name Lauritsen for Denmark. There's a pair of them, Marcus and Oliver, who's a couple of years older. He's at 6'6" on defense for Denmark. Blichfeld. And now thrown back to center ice as Jensen comes in. Centering pass knocked away. Ruoff did not let that one get through. Ruoff in the corner. 27-year-old who plays in Germany, and it's flipped to the net and held by Whistle.
Is he the captain, Patrick Russell? And a brief cup of coffee with the Edmonton Oilers. Only just 59 games with the Oilers after a couple of years at St. Cloud State. A rare Danish to NCAA to NHL path, not frequently followed.
They've cranked out some good players over the years at St. Cloud State.
They have.
Just underway here. Denmark and Great Britain. Flipped into the corner. Cade Nielsen, who's committed to Michigan Tech next year, gets a hold of that puck. Nielsen spins out, delays, and he's stood in front of there by Molgaard. Good check by him. He'll continue on now. Nielsen. Turning was Robert Dowd, the captain. For Dowd, a 3-time former British Player of the Year. Puck set behind the net. Dowd is on it for Great Britain. Dowd, no defenseman at his nearest point, so it's chipped ahead. Olesen. Backtracking was Mark Richardson to get on him. Richardson, one of the 6 carded Devils in the lineup. And the pass to Dowd. He'll bring it in. His shot flips off a stick and climbed over the glass.
So Dowd would be trying to echo the sentiment of the coach. And I tell you what, Peter Russell has become a real broadcast favorite with his fiery, honest assessment of what's going on. And he was talking about needing to play a little bit more guts. That wasn't the term he used, but in terms of suggesting that, he said he was a little bit ticked off, didn't use that term, but in terms of he wants his team to believe, to play the way that Austria has found a way to do so. You know, they're better than they've shown and have more to give.
Yeah, Russell said we want to make it more of a battle. I thought that was an interesting comparison to Austria, who's been a fascinating team in this tournament so far. Put a scare into Canada a couple of days ago. Here's Oliver Larsson. Plays in Finland through center now. Matthias Fromm. Nowhere to go. They'll try the right side. Christian Vesa. He is their captain. He wears number 65. Sam Duggan was there. Now the centering pass gloved down by Norris. And away they come quickly. Duggan on the right. Great Britain changing, so he'll wait if he can. Just slides that around the boards. On the ice and on the puck, Ben O'Connor. Centering pass. And just missing it was Ben Davies. Denmark coming back, maybe a chance off the rush, and a hot shot as that flew wide. Good speed from Morten Poulsen, the veteran, but he missed by quite a bit. And that's just fought off by Whistle. He may have mistimed that. Centering pass, and it is clear.
He had one go through his glove the other game against Switzerland that he looked at longingly. This what happened there almost happened again to Jackson Whistle.
Lauritsen threw it to center. That was Marcus. He wears number 22. Richardson reverses for Ruoff. Now on the half boards, it is Liam Kirk, former Peterborough Pete, plays in Litvinov in the Czech Extra League. He's got a goal and an assist in this tournament. Obviously, both points came against Canada. Ruoff with a bit of time now. He'll move it ahead. Curran tips it. Here comes Kirk, trying to get to the outside. Kirk driving toward the net. Spins behind him, wrap around, he scores! What a goal from Liam Kirk, and it's 1-0 Great Britain.
What a goal is right. A flash of speed down the wing. He gets Deco outside his post and goes the hard wraparound. That's incredible speed. And then the hardest part of that is to tuck it with enough angle to get it in. It's so easy to throw that back across the front of the crease, but Kirk able to wrap it all the way home for the first of the game. Great Britain wanting a good start. They got one now, courtesy of their goal scorer, Liam Kirk, his second of the tournament. Gives Great Britain a 1-0 lead.
He had 7 goals to lead the tournament in 2021, and there was no doubt what he was going to try to do there. He just took off down that left wing. Liam Kirk.
He's got another gear that nobody else on his team has.
24-year-old, 7th round pick a number of years back in the Arizona Coyotes. Drop pass by True. Here's a chance, and denied by Whistle as Patrick Russell came off the wing. Now through center, the captain, Dowd, now 35 years old. There's a lot of experience on this Great Britain team. 12 players 30 years or older, and Dickau is able to freeze them with some pushing and suing.
They wanted some more guts. Here it comes. A little pushing and shoving. Ben Lake in the middle of it. Big Oliver Lawrenson going back and forth, and there you see Liam Kirk. What a nice little touch pass that was from Johnny Curran to spring him. And no recognition from Denmark. No one getting to that far post to perhaps turn it aside. It was wide open for Kirk to tuck it home. The fact that a guy for Great Britain led the tournament in goals 3 years ago tells you how good he can be, and he can be that good kind of on his own.
Curran and Ruoff getting the assist in that goal at 5:23, the second of the tournament for Liam Kirk. Molegard for Denmark as it slips to the corner. Great Britain's had a handful of chances, and obviously counting on that one from Kirk as it's reset. Halbert will play it. 4 years at McGill for Nathaniel Halbert. He'll whip that rink wide. Shots 2 apiece. Some skating room now for Olesen as he'll move it on to Molegard. Spin move, centering pass, score! Molegard with a beautiful setup, and Ogard ties it at 1.
Thank you very much, says Mikael Ogard. Look like Patrick Kane with a spinorama. And it's young Oscar Molegard. Sells middle and gets the goaltender Jackson Whistle below the goal line. Look at Jackson Whistle bite. I think the backhand's coming. And he loses his net. And wide open in front. If anyone can get a stick on it, Lakowitz is there, but that's a tough cover. Without any poke will put in the net, and we are seeing some offensive stuff to start the game. I'd like to see it for both these teams who have not scored easily at times in the tournament.
Ogard with his first, 1 minute and 4 seconds after the Kirk goal. What a sublime setup by Ogard. And yes, indeed, Jackson Whistle bought on that one. So 1-1 now here in the first period. Day 8 at the World Hockey Championship. Nicholas Jensen gets a return pass. Oh, and he got bumped it up as Norris sent him hurtling. And Norris is going to have to answer for it, but he ends up on top of the Danish player who got to him quickly after that collision at center. That was Felix Schiel. 1-1 here. Denmark and Great Britain.
Ladies and gentlemen, now is the right time to welcome you in the arena, the official mascots, the cute, the one and only, Paul and Bowman. And ladies and gentlemen, and where's your buddies?
back here in Prague as they're trying to figure out the penalty situation.
The referee's going to take a look at this to see if they want it toward the 5. So it was a trip, maybe a clip. Norris did not get a lot of the knee of Jensen, and it was more just a glancing blow. Jensen cuts inside, and it looks bad, but it wasn't sort of knee on knee. It was almost knee to the outside of the leg. And fortunately, you know, no real whip on the knee, most importantly for Nicholas Jensen. He looks like he should be okay. He went down to the dressing room to work through it, but I would imagine might be a Charlie horse, but of course the Denmark bench wants a 5-minute major. And Shield comes following up. Now, Norris was ready for that and threw him down quickly. A pretty spirited response. We don't usually see that kind of stuff in this tournament. There goes Jensen down the hallway. But I would think we keep this as a 2. I don't look bad. No, Jensen's not on the bench, but I would think this stays a 2 and not a 5. It just, he didn't hit him enough.
Right.
It was really just a glancing blow. And I think 2 minutes is the completely appropriate penalty for it. Probably Shield and Norris will get coincidental minors, and Denmark should have a power play right now. Is how I imagine it would play out.
The referees are Sean McFarland and Tobias Bjork. They'll let us know what's happening shortly. 1-1, 13-12 left in the first.
Get to the microphone on. 2 minutes kneeing, 2 minutes roughing, 2 minutes roughing. As I explained, it's going to be the minor for kneeing, tripping, clipping, whatever you call it. They call it kneeing. Coincidental minors for roughing between Norris and Shield, and it will be a 2-minute power play for Denmark.
They're 2 for 11 on the man advantage in this tournament, and Great Britain has killed 10 of 12 on the kill. So flash of skill too, leading up to that play, and nice goals on both sides. Kirk and then Ogard.
I imagine Great Britain will need someone in the box to serve the 2-minute minor that will have someone leave it.
So Mikhail Goff getting an explanation of, I guess, why it was not a major.
You see the replay and you see how slight the contact was. The referees made the right call. And here comes over the player to serve the penalty, and we will be off and running with a Danish power play.
See Patrick Russell, the captain of Denmark, plays in Sweden. He's got 3 points in this tournament. 31 years old. Denmark looking for its first lead. Great Britain struck first with Kirk, and then shortly thereafter, Ogard tied it. Drawn back by Lakovic, but the Danes with possession. Nick Olsen back to the line. Brugisir shot through, kicked away by Whistle. And they'll reset. Tip attempt in front. Wisa got a piece of that, couldn't put it in. Brugisir again. Wisa goes to the slot. Olsen, Brugisir returned it. Olsen, he's got a man back door, but you can see him. There's a drive by Brugisir. Whistle trying to find it. It skipped just wide. Buck knocked loose on the play by Josh Batch for Great Britain. They can't get the clear yet. Now they do as Lakovic sends it down the ice. So quick change of penalty killers for Great Britain. Brugisir in his 5th World Championship will move it forward. Now Nick Olsen, -2 in the tournament so far, brings it in. Olsen mishandled it, chance to get it out, but they can't. Wisa, he'll pull it off the boards. Power play with less than a minute remaining in it. Brugisir's at the point. Centering pass, knocked away. Olsen will get back to it. He'll spin. Great Britain not particularly aggressive on the kill here. The pass into the skates of Blichfeld. Blichfeld and Wisa back to the line. Brugiser. Blickfeld, centering pass with bodies in front. Olsen takes it again. Under a half minute to go in the power play. There's a drive, and Brugiser scores! Philip Brugiser with the power play goal, and it's 2-1 Denmark.
Brugiser is not shy at all about shooting the puck. He does it often, and he does it well. And he just walks right into this one. Tremendous screen by Weisse. Actually, Whistle trying to look around the body of the screen, and he can't locate it soon enough. Brugiser just hammers that puck. He gets his bottom hand way down his stick to make sure to get a lot of flex on it. And that's how you make a team pay for making a hit you don't like. Get a power play, score a goal, and take the lead.
Brugiser's first of the World Hockey Championships comes on the power play. Back to 5 skaters aside. Denmark with their first lead of the game. Blake trying to cut off that entry as it's chipped around and behind the goal. Matthias Lassen played it back behind the net. David Phillips almost gave it away, but it is Ben O'Connor. Long lead pass and icing against Great Britain with 11:08 remaining in the first.
And therein lies the danger when your coach says we want to be more aggressive, we want to be harder, we want to be grittier, we want to be gutsier. Sean Norris probably trying to do that, takes a bad angle on a hit, takes a penalty, and all of a sudden, shorthanded. Once he gets a power play, makes you pay. Trying to find that balance of certainly physical, but discipline.
Olsen and Weisse on the assists on that goal at 8:25. Denmark win the draw. Brugiser again, a low shot. He just sizzled that one wide. Puck may have been up on its edge when he got rid of it. Looking for his second. Now he'll bat it toward the net. Knocked away by Whistle. Turnover. From centering pass. And Whistle made the save as Weisse tried to make it 3-1.
See Denmark's goal so far. There's Mullegaard, a beautiful setup for Odegaard, who tucks it in the empty net, and then a power play goal, stick cocked and ready to go for Brugiser. And he hammers one over the shoulder of Jackson Whistle.
3 goals in total on now 8 shots overall.
You know, if Denmark wins this, one of their objectives to make sure they don't get relegated, that would essentially guarantee their safety for next year. So there's a lot on the line, sort of the tournament within the tournament.
Right.
One to make the quarterfinals, another one not to be relegated. And these two teams are, first off, want to make sure they do not get relegated. Denmark beat these plucky Austrians to open their tournament 5-1. So they're off to a good start. And one more win probably secures them a spot in next year's tournament.
Kind of a similar story in Pool B in Ostrava, where Kazakhstan will play Poland on Monday. Kazakhstan does have a win, but that will be very important in that game. Grew up, goes back forward. Kazakhstan hung in there against Sweden yesterday. Got some great goaltending, ended up losing by a couple. Poulsen behind the net. Morten Poulsen, his 12th World Hockey Championship. He wears number 38. Grew up, digging it free. Great Britain had terrific chances early, but Denmark has turned the table. Richardson moved it, now chipped ahead, and Kirk heading off on a change. Denmark trying to take advantage. Kick saved by Whistle. There's a low shot by Schultz. Was targeted for the far corner.
Schultz is going to try to pass it off the pads. Got to be a little bit quicker as Poulsen was driving the far post, but puck didn't get there in time.
Carried in by Patrick Russell. Defender falls. Pass behind the goal to True. Alexander True, 55 games with the Charlotte Checkers, the American Hockey League last year. He wears number 11. Now Lake, former Fort McMurray oil baron. He's from Calgary originally. The pass toward the net, kicked in.
That'll count.
They score. Nielsen perfectly played, and we're tied at 2.
I think that one's good, Dan. That was clearly redirected. And Cade Nielsen not celebrating too much just yet. But I think this one was not much of a kick as the officials get together to talk about it. Nielsen driving the far post. That is a redirection if I've ever seen it. That's not a kick. And that is the important difference. Mosey head up. And I don't, you know, he probably was trying to handle that. Not even redirect it. He probably wanted to kick it to his stick, but he got it right off the toe of his skate. And no chance for Deco. And an offensive explosion to start this game. 4 goals in the first 10 minutes. And right now, Denmark waiting to see if they want to challenge it. That's Magnus Wenstrom with the earpiece in. Waiting for his video review team. And he says, nope, no dice. That one's going to be good. Off we go, 2-2.
So Cade Nielsen, originally from Lafayette, Louisiana, went to University of Alaska Fairbanks. The 22-year-old gets his first, and we're knotted at 2. Way back underway. The cross-ice pass by Oliver Lauritsen. Now back is Kirk. You hear the crowd light up a little bit when they saw him coming. Good point pass, a shot, and it's blocked. Didn't get through as Phillips came and tried to get Great Britain the lead back. Might be one of those who gets the last shot kind of games.
We can only hope.
Exactly. We're okay with it. Back through center. Perlini searching for that puck. He's originally from Sault Ste. Marie. His 25th game in World Hockey Championship play. 3rd all-time in Great Britain history. Some nice work to bring the puck in that time by Oliver Larsson, but he ended up losing it. Denmark on the regroup. 2 goals on 4 shots for Great Britain. 2 on 9 for Norway. Denmark, pardon me. Now through center, it is Lauritsen looking to get it in. Lakovic directing traffic. Ruoff ahead. He's got an assist already. Betteridge threw it to the high slot, turning into it. Felix Schiel. He's up near the blue line now, hoping for a return pass. Norris will double back. 8:10 left in period 1. Ruoff. Lakovic let that one go. Matthias Lawson, the defender. Rugiser, who has a goal, got it as far as center. They'll reset with Tetlow, the partner pass to Halbert. In it goes. Whipped around, waiting there is Matthias Frum. It'll come to him just outside the line. Forced back into the zone. Frum wears number 77, plays at Herning, and in Denmark has a goal in this tournament. Came against Czechia. Rugiser says, let's slow things down here. Philip Rugiser, outlet pass. Just waiting outside the line was the most recent goal scorer, Nielsen, so they'll try again. Anders Koch weaving towards center. Now over the line and ripped around by Oliver Lauritsen. Played back to the blue line. Wrist shot, and Whistle is able to see it through a crowd. He had some bodies to deal with, but he hangs on. Busy start here in Prague. 2-2 with 7:04 left in the first.
Choose your colors as you are. And here we go. The beauty of hockey with Martina. Hello. Colors everywhere. Let's go for Stop it, Robert. Martina and fuck your root yourself. Martina, beauty that scores. And then don't worry, Martina also brings products for you.
Dan Robertson and Mike Johnson inside O2 Arena here in Prague. 2-2 with 7:04 left in the first. What are you seeing so far, Mike?
Well, we're seeing Jensen back on the ice for starters after he left with the knee hit, but I think both teams are excited to play offense. You know, they understand that against Finland and Canada, it's going to be hard to score goals, but a little more time, a little more space, a little more opportunity to do creative things, and 4 goals in half a period. It's great news for them.
Lake will drop it off. That shot is blocked as the captain Dowd, who originally kicked it back to Lake, took that drive. Nielsen just got away from him. True is there for Denmark. True, a former Seattle Thunderbird in the Western Hockey League. Patrick Russell weaving, and he gives it up. Now Halbert. Mosey. That's between a pair of Danish checkers and goes back with it a little bit deeper. Mosey behind the net. Circling to his left is Kirk, who scored a beautiful goal to open the scoring at 5:25. And it's stripped away that time, though. Beauregard, who had a beautiful assist earlier himself, but that's right onto the stick of Kirk. He'll weave. Fan in the back pass. Perlini is waiting. Ben O'Connor plays with the Dundee Stars. Puck turned over. Out front was Beauregard, but didn't get through to him. He's there again. Olsen wanted to set him up. Olsen and Beauregard assisting on the Ogard goal at 6:26. This is Oliver Larsson. Plays his hockey in Finland. Long pass to the line. A pretty good one, but it is offside Denmark. 5:42 to go in the first. 2-2 your score.
And so now it's time for you, ladies and gentlemen. We have seen 4 goals, and now we have 4 t-shirts. We are gonna Larsen for you to the audience. Who wants the shirt? You must be loud! And here is the black one!
Back in Prague, where Kirk and Nielsen have scored for Great Britain. Ogard and Brugisser. Brugisser with a power play goal. They have replied for Denmark. It gets off the stick of Ruop and right to Lakowicz. Plays for the Glasgow Clan in the Elite Ice Hockey League. The puck lifted and Ruop waiting. He'll just drop it down. Made a pretty good play there. Bouncing puck for Norris. Sends it deep. Oliver Larsson. Long feed. Waiting there is Tetlow. Plays for Nottingham in the EIHL.
Caught Berganti, the linesman, right in the chest, the clearing attempt.
Halbert turns back. Great Britain completing a change. Halbert filters it through and bumped off the puck was Sam Duggan trying to get deep in the zone. Now Nicholas Anderson will wheel with it. Schultz. Fine right wing pass to Brugisser. He'll drop it. There's a drive. It is blocked. Nice play defensively. Chip toward Brugisser. He'll just lay that to the bottom of the circle. Nicholas Anderson. Brugisser flipped it cross ice. So he's struggling to keep his feet over there. It's Philip Schultz for Denmark. Tetlow. And now Halbert. And he's arguing it shouldn't be icing, and it's now they do blow a whistle here.
He's arguing that the intended recipient was checked, but I don't think it would matter as take a look at the goal here on the ref cam. Here comes the seam pass, and no kicking motion at all. Right at the toe of the skate in the back of the net. And Mosey puts it in a good spot. He probably thinking that Nielsen's going to cut at it with his stick like a Sidney Crosby-like tip. And he just decided to redirect it and tie the game up that way.
4:23 to go in the first. Great Britain winning the face-off. Knocked ahead and headed for Cole Shudra as his first World Hockey Championship. Getting off on a change now. Through center, Matthias Lawson stepped on the puck and staggered a little bit. Into the zone, Davies knocked away from Nielsen at the last moment. Nielsen wanted to turn the corner and get to the net. Already has one, of course. And that's an icing call against Denmark.
And part of the reality of trying to create more offense is that the more aggressive you are with the puck, the more likely is that you'll make mistakes. And so you're seeing a few maybe more turnovers and plays at the blue lines that we haven't seen previously, and that's, you'll make more good plays, but you'll also make more bad plays. And the coach has to be willing to live with the occasional mess up if you're going to try to empower players to be more offensively aggressive.
In Ostrava right now, Germany leading Kazakhstan by a score of 2-1. Czechs and Austria later here tonight. That should be interesting. In Poland, USA in Ostrava. Lake has an assist. He'll track it down to the corner. Ben Lake sets it up. There's a sharp angle shot, and Dickow with the glove save as Mosey came in off the blue line.
Nice job spotting the far point man coming in. These teams like to back check. They get back down to the hash marks. They get back down in front of the net to support, and oftentimes the D can be open as Oscar Molgaard looks every bit the 19 years old that he is. He is baby face, but he's had a nice tournament. He's had some really good moments. He had a goal coming in. Nice one last game.
The face-off here against Perlini. Perlini now 33 years old. Molgaard won the draw. The pivot spin move to set up the first Denmark goal by Ågaard at 6:26. Chip right back in. Molgaard trying to pull it away from his check. Olsen on the right. He'll delay and flip it toward the goal. Whistle misplayed it as it hops up. It wasn't that far from going in. Olsen working the left side right now. Olsen looks at the goal and he fired that one over the net. Oliver Larsson. Molgaard, sharp angle shot. Whistle hangs onto it.
It's a good idea by Molgaard. The whistle was down early, and from where we're sitting, we saw the perfect angle. You could see the bank shot off his head was going to be available. And there's Jensen back in the lineup. Took the hit from Curran down the tunnel. It was about 5 minutes, but was able to work through the, hopefully just a little bit of a bruise on his thigh, and back on there. He's a rugged defender, so he's used to collisions. He initiates a whole bunch of them.
Great Britain controlling off the draw. Josh Batch put it behind the net. He plays for the Cardiff Devils in Wales. 2-2 your score. David Phillips with the outlet pass. It's floated to center. Knocked in there by Norris. And down he goes. No penalty on the play. Limping a bit as he jumps back up. Olsen. Great Britain trying to turn it back quickly, but nothing there that time. So now Felix Schiele, a pair of points in this tournament. He'll wind back again. Shots 11-5. Denmark with the edge there in this tied first period of play. Matthias Lassen dumped it in behind the goal. Sent around by Richardson. Battle for it in the corner. Duggan reached back. He's slowing a little bit here over the last few minutes. Grew up, looking to pick up the pace. Shudra, he's got a lane down that left side. Fired it right on goal, forcing Dickow to make the stop. Catching up to it was Halbert, kept it in. There's a save by the glove again of Dickow with pushing in front. We've got Lawson and Davies there.
And this stuff, I think, is a direct result of Peter Russell asking his team to get a little greasier. He wants it to be a little bit more physical. And here you see an incidental elbow that Norris goes flying from. I think he'll be okay. And the referees are going to tell both guys on the ice wearing a letter that's enough of that. We're going to start pulling guys out of these piles because they don't let teams continually push and shove and scrum every whistle without taking guys to the penalty box.
Certainly takes the flow out of the game too. We've seen a bit of that in the first period.
The British Pro League is a very physical league, so this is the norm for them. And I think they want to try to get back to something closer to normal.
Peter Russell making an impassioned pre-game speech. It was really interesting, saying again that, as Mike said earlier, we want to be more like Austria in a way, and pleading for a little more passion from his guys. This 2-2 first period rolls along. Now with speed, Russell for Denmark. He'll stop between a pair of Great Britain players, put it behind the goal. Mosey, pretty good pass ahead. 2-on-2 developing. Ben Lake over the line. The captain down, knocked away. Denmark hoping to get a 2-on-1. True goes to the net. Bleckfeld, his pass was fired back the other way. Now Great Britain's turn. Brought into the zone by the defenseman O'Connor, slipped it through. Sweeping behind the net, Mosey. He'll walk, set it up, stick break. Liam Kirk. Pretty good end-to-end action for a moment or two there. Well, under a minute left in the period, and Nicholas Jensen's going to weave back with it. Brugesser. Jensen being very cautious. Brugesser onto the speeding Molgaard, cuts, leaves it. There's a drive, and a missed wrist shot by Ogard, and a good bounce for Kirk. He'll drive. Kirk shot right on. Rebound. And Dickau, he can't find it. It's underneath him.
Loose.
Now the whistle will blow. Great Britain that close to taking a 3-2 lead here late in the first.
And here we go. They're going to start pulling people out. Kirk's in the net. The puck's not in the net. Back and forth we go. Liam Kirk's a tremendous shooter. Puts it in Dickau's glove. He can't hold it. Rebound right there. Dickau has to get across and save it, and then no one can spot the puck on Great Britain. It was underneath Dickau, but not covered. The Danish defenders were there to help out their goaltender to get the whistle, and we're going to see Jensen and O'Connor head to the box for Ruff. Says there's a pretty good scrum after the whistle.
See Jensen slide it under his goaltender. Berlini was lurking.
Now the play will stay 5-on-5. That is one of the subtle differences. Coincidental minors, it does not go to 4-on-4. It stays 5-on-5.
Frederick Dickau came into this game with a record of 1-3, 3.26 goals against average. It's his 4th World Hockey Championship. You see Vesa directing traffic. Berlini will face off against him. And he steps right through. Good play, and the shot was off a stick and off the glass. Clever maneuver there from Perlini as they dig away in the sideboards. A spinning Kirk gets it to Perlini with a shot, and that hit a body in front that went off the left hand of the defenseman Marcus Lorentzen. 5 seconds left. Up to the front of the net, reaching back Perlini, and that'll bring the first period to an end. And lots of offensive action here in the opening 20 at Prague.
Well, they wanted a more spirited affair. They wanted more offense. They were more jam. Looks like both teams delivered exactly what they were asked through 20 minutes.
2-2 your score after 1 period of play in Prague.
It is truly complete. Now you can see it all. There were the power plays. There were the breakaways. 4 goals in the first period and almost 20 shots. Well, there is a better invitation for a second period that will begin in less than 30 minutes. We have an Intermission program ready for you, so you can remain seated or stretch your legs and enjoy your time here in the Prague region. And we are at the east half of the first period.
Listen, he takes out his knees.
We got him. Hey, right, guy. Let me do my job, man. Hey, let me do my job and get out of here, please.
He didn't mean to hit him. He
Okay,
just caught.
I'm gonna do my job. Get out of here.
I'm not gonna have this every stoppages, okay? If you continue, then we will start sending guys off, okay? Thank you.
I'm just staying in front.
Yeah, but good.
We didn't play in Slovakia in 2004, neither in 2015. But those are just speculations. Back to facts, we asked the sports legends from Czechia, who is their most favorite hockey player?
No, mým hokejovým hrdinou je asi Jirka Hrdina. Možná proto, že ho znám osobně, že jsem měl možnost se s ním sklouznout na ledě, ale že to je taky člověk, se kterým se dá mluvit o spoustě věcí, nejen o hokeji, který má jasný názor na mnoho věcí a nebojí se ho říct.
Asi zvolím už zmiňovaného Davida Pastrňáka, protože se známe i trošku osobně, takže asi hlavně kvůli tomu a jeho šikovnosti, když hraje.
very close to the IIHF World Championship in Denmark and in Sweden. This is the highlight and the result after the first period. Germany, the summer medalists, are in the lead versus Kazakhstan, and we will see if they will gain their victory in this game. That's what they are hoping for. But now back to Prague Arena, back to Great Britain in Denmark. We're about to show you a lot of highlights because the first period was truly amazing. Here they are. And now it's time to welcome back to the arena, Team Great Britain. And please welcome also Team Denmark.
Day 8 here at the World Hockey Championship. Things starting to take shape as the tournament moves along. If you look at Pool A, Canada and Switzerland with 11 points each, Czechia with 9, Finland with 7, then Austria with 4, Norway and Denver each with 3, and Great Britain with a regulation win would have 3 as well, so things could get a little bit interesting there, Mike.
It's a little bit muddy as we go forward here. It's hard to extrapolate it out because as we've seen already in this tournament, anything can happen. Strange victories, strange losses, so it's got to take care of what's in front of you right now, but imperative for Great Britain to find a way to pick up points in the tournament.
Both coaches saying the same thing before the game, how vital this game is. And an interesting first period of play. We saw Kirk with a beautiful goal. Then Ogard and a nice setup by Moligard. Brugesser with a hot shot from the point.
Down, down and set. Yep. White, you're down. There. Okay, you're down. Now, just listen.
We're not listening, we're going.
Patrick Russell getting his 2 cents in as that will bounce down toward Whistle, who fought it at times in the first period. Perlini lost the handle. He spun around trying to get it back and can't. Blickfeld on the forecheck. Now Kirk will flip that toward the line. Knocked out by Johnny Curran. Wait some time in the ECHL. A turnaround shot attempt. Kirk missed it. Back quickly comes Alexander True, the 26-year-old. Blickfeld shot blocked. He gets it again to the backhand. Sets it up. And what a play defensively there to break it up. Nathaniel Halbert, or it would have been 3-2. Loose in front off the post. 2 great chances for Denmark. Patrick Russell that time. What an opening 45 seconds for the Danes as Blichfeld will turn and serve that to the hash marks. Looks for the return pass. Cuts. Can't get the shot away. And Great Britain dodging a couple of bullets there. Nielsen had the fourth goal of the first period. He'll work it in. Great Britain will change. And now at his own line, it's Sam Ruoff, the 27-year-old. Cross ice pass. Now they bring it to the line. Nielsen shovels that to the goal. No problem for Dickow to freeze.
Chances to start the second period, and Blichfeld going to make a brilliant pass right here. Wide open net for True, except the feet of Halbert. Look at this. Reach. He does. He reaches his right foot to get a little touch of it to knock it through True's legs. Would have been a slam dunk empty netter for Alexander True, but the slide tackle from Nathaniel Halbert takes it away.
Patrick Russell hit the post a couple of seconds after that.
I thought it might just have hit his foot, but he did on purpose. That was well done.
Very alert. Marcus Lauritsen will get it back. Lauritsen, left side for Mulgaard, and spins it in behind the goal. Ruoff now for Great Britain in this 2-2 game. Mosey played it to the boards. Mulgaard teed it up. Hogarth set it up, and can he score? Yes, he does. Hogarth with his second, and it's 3-2 Denmark.
Hogarth, 2 goals, 2 empty netters, and the beneficiary of some pretty good passes. And turnover here by Mosey and Lake on the breakout attempt. One nice sauce and then a nice soft return. He just has to pull it out from behind the net. From Olesen, gets it back to him. That is very unselfish, and just anywhere in front of the net will do. And he's got 3 Great Britain defenders around him, but none can attack the puck. And Denmark regains the lead.
That comes at 1:42 of this second period of play. So a good game so far for Hogarth. A couple of points, as Mike just mentioned, a couple of goals. Britain trying to answer back quickly. Frome now the other way. He had it knocked loose. Phillips off the stick of Lakovic. 34-year-old forward. Vica, the captain, snapped that off the glass. Lakovic looking to clear it. He does. It went past Felix Shield, and that's going to be icing against Great Britain.
Not a very good start for Great Britain to the second period. First shift, they give up 2 really good chances against. Almost are fortunate not to give up a goal in that shift out there. They give up a turnover and 2 backdoor passes. And Hogarth, who a little bit in the OHL with Niagara and Sudbury. A couple of years at University of Guelph. Part of the 22 Olympic team for Denmark. She's had a colorful hockey journey to this point.
Olesen and Mulgaard with the assists on that goal. So Mulgaard with a couple of points too. 3-2 Denmark lead. Lakovic waiting at the Denmark line. Carried on though by Norris, and he flips it in. Great Britain making a change now. True, unable to get out. Davies behind the net. He fired that one. It'll go off the boards and back down where Ruoff will pick it up. Ruoff paired with Mark Richardson to his left. Ruoff takes it right up the middle. Ruoff into the zone. Drops it off. Snapped around there by Shudra. Forecheck of Sam Duggan. He picked it loose. Wanted to get it back to Ruoff, who comes up to grab it. Fires it around. Richardson will scurry to the boards. Back low for Davies. Off of his stick. Ruoff was in after it. Shudra at the point. Britain looking to tie it again. Shot through a crowd, and it just changed direction. Tipped there by Davies, it looked like, and Denmark will get the puck out of the zone. Just onside. Forechecking Nicholas Anderson, who plays in Germany. Mulgaard back to the line, but not briskly enough. Kirk, Duggan trying to force it in. Kirk almost grabbed that one. can see his shiftiness, quickness. And now Oliver Larsson. Shots 13-10, Denmark with the advantage there. Great Britain able to keep it onside, wheeling with it Johnny Curran, who plays for the Coventry Blaze. That centering pass intended for Kirk. He's there again, and tipped it just wide. Perlini now sent it through. Dickau watched that one go by. Halbert at the blue line. Got it down to the corner. Time behind the goal for Oliver Lauritsen. He'll get it back. Larsson now for Denmark. He'll step ahead of the net. Long lead pass turning is Olsen, who's been noticeable today. Nick Olsen. But turning it back, Mosey quickly to the line. 3 Danish players are there. Wrist shot down, glove save, and a hold from Dickau.
Back and forth they go. This game's had quite a bit of flow to it in a good way. Take one more look at that really close chance from True, and there's the one. That was the first shift. These two very good looks, and it seemed inevitable the way this period was starting that Denmark at some point would get one in short order, and they did. A couple of minutes in. Ogard, who was played last year in the very famous Modo. Some of the Sedins and Victor Hedman and Peter Forsberg, Marcus Naslund. Small town way north in Sweden.
Legendary names for sure out of that program as his 3-2 Denmark lead rolls along 5 minutes into the period. Grabbed from the side of net by Vesa. Took a bump from Lake. So Great Britain answering with some time in the Denmark zone after allowing the go-ahead goal by Ogard. Fans coming to life a little bit now. Nicholas Jensen waits. Great Britain is changing. Jensen. Brugisser had a first period goal. No icing. Collected quickly there by Mosey, and he'll work it back. Phillips, long pass to the line. Marcus Lauritsen banged it out. Russell got it in behind the goal. Whistle chipped it up off the glass. And it's played on further by Norris. Now through center, tracking that down is Ollie Betteridge. 3rd World Championship for him. Betteridge from his knees, kicks it. Good pass back to the line, Richardson. There's a chance for O'Connor, knocked away by Dickau, and Shudra was left alone at the side. He tried to jab that one in. A little bit of life now from Great Britain as it's angled off the boards and out the center. Turning back, Ruoff. That pass off the mark, missed there by Duggan, so it is icing against Great Britain.
Well, one positive feeling that both teams would have is that there is offense to be created in this game. Some of the other games, they would go long stretches without having the puck or perhaps creating shots or chances. Whether you're trailing, whatever the case may be, you would believe in today's game the feeling would be, that's okay. Like there's more offense out there that we could latch on to.
Only had the one power play in this game, and it resulted in a power play goal by Brugisser for Denmark. As Great Britain controlling off the draw. And you see Shudra was stood up right at the blue line. 3-2 Denmark with a goal, a minute 42 in. They are ahead here in Prague.
And now it's time to decide who will be stronger fan of the game. You will vote through the official IIHF app, and you can download the application powered by Skoda with scanning this QR code. Televize zúčastní hlasování o fanouška dnešního zápasu. Stáhnete si oficiální IIHF aplikaci, kterou máme. Přináší značku Skoda, nastěhujte si tedy největší QR kódu, ale a můžete se zúčastnit hlasování. Will it be Great Britain or you will vote for Denmark? It's time to decide. These are your 2 options, and you're voting on the official IIHF app now. Hello, Great Britain! Hello, Denmark! Over the glasses, yes! Show us some news! Who will be the fan of the game? Welcome to Prague! Enjoy your time here! And be careful! It's always the most over 67%
inside O2 Arena here in Prague. 1 goal coming in this second period at 1:42. It was Mikael Ågaard with his second of the game.
Well, Ågaard, coming into this game, had played in 30 World Championship games, 5 different World Championships. He'd never scored. His first 2 goals at the World Championships come in this game, in his 5th World Championship.
Stuff for him, Mikael Ågaard. Duggan put it in behind the goal. Larson trying to spin off a hit. Strong skating now from the veteran Poulsen, his 12th World Championship. Got it in deep. More checking Philip Schultz. Swinging after it in the corner is Davies. It's knocked to center. Swatted at. Denmark get it back. Poulsen sent it in. He's got the 1 assist in this tournament. 35 years old. Morten Poulsen back. He puts it to the line, but you can sort of see Lordson looked the other way, and he got back to recover as Kirk's eyes lit up. He centered it.
He is quick.
Oh. Liam Kirk, brilliant goal to open things. This kid's quick too. Ågaard spinning behind the net, threw it out front of the goal. Olsen trying to keep his feet. Whistle has to get back in his net. It'll come back to the point now. Nicholas Jensen, high slot pass. Målgaard return it to him. Jensen to Målgaard. Looking to dance away from the check of Curran. Målgaard behind the goal for Denmark. Turning again, set it up. Olsen had it knocked away, and Kirk will come back the other way for Curran. Off the stick of Kirk, rolls to the slot. Denmark quickly clear. Great Britain in a change, but no harm done. Davis moved it to the line. Turning is Nick Olsen. And worked back a little further from Vesa. Clubbed down by Perlini, just kept onside. Jensen. Brugisser, he's got to deal with some pressure right away as Dowd was coming in there. Jensen again. Brugisser off the stick of Blichfeld, unable to get it deep. Britain trying to counterattack. Dowd has a lane. Here comes Robert Dowd with a chance. Stopped by Dickow. And the rebound floated wide. Centering pass. Phillips. Lake. Stop. Lake had the open net, but it was blocked. And sprinting back the other way is Frome. He'll go to the net. Frome got a piece of it as it was thrown on goal there by Shield. Good burst there from Great Britain just a moment ago. Great Britain with the change. Blichfeld takes it off his skate, but it ricocheted right ahead, and just falling on his own that time was Betteridge. Patrick Russell got it out. Collected though by Norris in this 3-2 game. Denmark with the advantage. Larson punched it around. Good little chip play right onto the stick of the captain Russell, but he gave it away. Richardson now for Great Britain with a drive and kicked away by Dickow as it goes out of play.
Great opportunities at both ends. And a good defensive play to get back. The back check, take that one away, but this one even better. Visa bails out Dickow. Look at Dickow, he's nowhere near the play. Lake wide open, just put it in the empty net. That's a gutsy block. He gets down like he's a goaltender with a butterfly to make sure to take it away. Now, maybe it helps he got the cage on. He had a knock on his nose in the pre-tournament competition. He's had the cage on all tournament long. So he gets down and saves the goal to maintain the lead.
That clearing attempt hit Kirk. He wanted to get it back, but Lassen will bring it and now leave it behind the goal for Marcus Lordson, the 33-year-old. A pair of points so far. Put it off the stick of Curran. Kirk got it to Curran. Perlini is out front. Perlini denied. Good kick saved by Dickow. Quick strike there from Great Britain. They've had their chances here in the last couple of minutes. Maybe another one coming. Kirk steers it out front. Just too far for Perlini.
Great Britain finding some space, finding the holes and attacking it. Good look by Curran to Perlini. Beats Anderson back in the front of the net. Oh, and the dragged foot of Dickow takes it away. He's trying to go back against the grain, but Dickow hadn't yet moved when he hit the puck right into his pad. But that is just starting high and beating your check down to the front of the net. And do that, give yourself a chance to get a good opportunity.
Just about halfway through regulation in this one. Great Britain scored first, then a couple from Denmark. Great Britain's Nielsen tied it late in the first, and then Ågaard with his second, an early second period lead for Denmark as they look to keep it in. Olesen played it, bounces loose. There's a shot, kicked away by Whistle. In tight that time was Ågaard looking for another one. Dow back to the way, one too many moves, so a delayed offside. Philip Brugisser. Bank pass, and that one is chipped in by Ågaard. Skated into by Ruak. Denmark changing, so a little bit of time for him, but he iced it.
The usual colorful noise making, the drums that do not stop the whole game. There's a different atmosphere at these hockey games than what we are used to at professional games in North America.
Had a chance to call a couple of Nostrava the last few days. Same thing. The Slovak crowd was amazing. The Polish crowd, their fans were really into it and haven't had a lot to celebrate, but they were right there.
The best part about it is that, yes, there's having lots of fun, making a lot of noise, drinking a lot of beer. Everybody gets along, even if you're supporting different teams.
Denmark into the zone with it. Shield working it back to the blue line. Larson, shot blocked, and then he took a check from Cole Shudra. Duggan tried to find it, but collected by Oliver Lordson. 8:50 remaining in the second period. Felix Shield through center. Around behind the goal it goes. It's left there for Richardson. 37-year-old Richardson. A couple of quick passes knocked away, and getting back to rescue it was Halbert. He made a good move, and he comes into the zone. Halbert's pass. That was chipped away by the forward. Blichfeld in the back check. He stretches to stay onside. Drop pass. There's a shot. Whistle made the save. The short side drive by the captain, Russell. Back to the line and onto the stick of Lakowicz. He's got a man catching up. Lakowicz's pass intended for Norris didn't work. Weaving ahead. There's a penalty coming up. Blichfeld was chopped. He's got the shot. Whistle made the save. And Denmark will have its second power play when we come back. They're ahead 3-2 against Great Britain.
Ladies and gentlemen, now is dance time. We have a final duel. Please welcome Bob and Murray. And it seems to be a dance battle. So who is better? It is Bob or is it Murray? So clap your hands for them. Let's go.
Robert Lakowicz is in the box, and Denmark will go to the power play here with 8:04 left in the second period.
You could hear the slash on the stick so cleanly. It wasn't that it was that hard, but it sounded across the rink. Right on the shaft of the stick, and easy for the referees to spot and hear that infraction.
And off the draw, they dig away at it, and Great Britain is able to clear it immediately as it's shot down by Josh Nash. Brugisser, Mike talked about it earlier, loves to shoot the puck, so we'll watch for that as they can set him up. Olsen will leave it, and now the veteran Russell back to Olsen. Over the center ice logo, picks his way in, he'll drop it off for Blichfeld. Now they'll get set. Brugisser Joachim Blichfeld plays for Vaxio in Sweden. Point pass. Brugesser gave it back. Blichfeld. Snapshot. Stopped by Whistle. He had to deal with a man right in front. That was Vesa. Denmark looking to retrieve it. They do. Backhand pass broken up neatly off the stick of Duggan, and he clears it, and Great Britain will make a wholesale change. Brugesser again. A minute gone in the penalty to Lakovic. 13 gone in this tightly played game here in the second period. Blichfeld eases his way in. Brugesser with a drive, and Whistle came out, and that changed direction and missed the net. Richardson gets some help. They clear it. Betteridge fired it all the way down. Hammered around quickly. Both teams making changes. That pass through from Mulgaard, who's got an assist here. They'll have to regroup, though. Mulgaard with a pair. He'll drop it off. Now Mulgaard quickly toward the line. Veers in, but he turned it over. Easily grabbed and slid down by Duggan. Marcus Lauritsen with time running out in the power play. Mulgaard. Frome. In they come. Mulgaard got it back. Frome broke behind the net. It's knocked away from Mulgaard. We're back to 5 skaters aside. Puck turned over. Mulgaard. One of the Great Britain players lost his stick. Lakovic had just got out of the box. And it's spun ahead by Kirk. Scored a great goal early. Kind of quiet since. Is going to be a power play this time, the first of the game against Great Britain. Kirk wants to be careful here not to take a penalty. So when we come back, a Great Britain power play. They'll look to tie it.
Ladies and gentlemen, now it's time for you to show us your heart of the game. Dámy a pánové, pojďte nám ukázat, že vy všichni tady máte hokejové srdce. Jdeme na to!
So, for the first time today, Great Britain will go to work on the power play. 1 for 7 in the tournament. Denmark has killed 9 of 11.
Not surprisingly, Liam Kirk is the shooter. He plays in the Mirarovi office. Left shot, right side. When he gets it, he can't beat the goalie from the top of the circle with whatever kind of shot he chooses.
Lake and Great Britain do control off the draw, and this is Kirk. Kirk backing to the corner. Swings it behind the net. Lake gave it back. Out front is Mosey, the defenseman. Cross-ice pass. There's a shot. That's denied. As the drive came from the captain. Down that shot. Dicko the save. Great Britain trying to get it back. Kirk took a little bump there, but he moved it back to the line. Dow drops it. O'Connor. Kirk one-timer. Good stop by Dickow. His best of the game.
They got what they wanted. A one-timer to Kirk, and he just didn't get it up quite enough. Plenty on it. Dicko has to get across and be good with the glove. Kirk would like to get that in the top third of the net. Dicko, nifty glove save.
33 seconds gone in the penalty. Oliver Lauritsen is in the box for Denmark. Another face-off win for Lake. O'Connor carries it down to the corner. Spins it back. Kirk waits. And he'll get it again. Kirk on the move. Backdoor pass. O'Connor. He sent it through. It bounces around. Lake is on it. 33-year-old Lake to Kirk, steered back, but O'Connor had moved toward the board, so the pass went down.
That player in the middle, it's Evan Mosey. If he could ever go back through his feet, it would be so wide open to Dowd. Tough pass to make, but if you can pull it off, it is wide open.
Great Britain will make a partial change now with 3/4 of a minute remaining in the penalty and a little under 4.5 to go in the second. Lake's still out there, and it's turned over. True for Denmark. True swoops behind the goal, and way out of the net was the goalkeeper that time. Whistle. Would have been a tap in if they had someone to pass to in front. Denmark trying to kill the remainder of the penalty as Lawson will snap that up down the ice. Nathaniel Halbert, Robert Lagowicz. That springs off the stick. Now driving the other way is Marcus Lordson, and his shot finds a stick and goes out.
It looks like Denmark will get through the Great Britain power play. Almost got one of their own. Alexander True, that range and reach. And look at Jackson Whistle. He's below the goal line, spinning like a top. You better really trust the defenseman in behind you or recognize there's no other options if you're going to be that aggressive. He was already burnt once on the first goal of the game by Ogard by being overly aggressive on a play to the side of the net.
There's 5 seconds left in the Great Britain power play, so they'll be 0 for 1 today. Oliver Lordson up and out of the box. He had a great look, the one-timer from Kirk, but he just could not beat the goaltender. So back to 5 aside. And they'll blow it down, icing with 3:31 left. The shot's 19-18 in favor of Denmark at this point.
Are we get a penalty here? Is Brugesser going to pick up a little something?
Elbowing call, I think.
After the whistle had blown, after the icing had been called. So play's dead here. Oh, that's a pretty good elbow to the chops for no reason. Betteridge on his back, but I guess a little grab with the jersey he didn't care for, but you can't respond like that. That is too obvious and undisciplined for Brugesser. And Great Britain goes right back to the power play. So they did a good job using that middle bumper as a pressure relief valve, but perhaps as a passing option to attack would also be effective against the way Denmark kills penalties.
The first unit out there for Great Britain. Lake, who won the previous 2 faceoffs, can't win that one. So they're sent all the way back to their own zone. O'Connor will control at the start. O'Connor has a goal in this tournament. Now Kirk fired it back for Dowd. Mosey will speed down to the goal line and to the front. Kirk backing up. This is O'Connor back for Liam Kirk. Stick handling in tight quarters. Has to try and weave away from Poulsen. The centering pass is cut off. Battle for the loose puck now and ripped right onto the stick of O'Connor. Kept it in rather easily. Down for Kirk, and that was swatted away by Poulsen. Teams making partial changes with 50 seconds gone in the minor to Philip Brugesser, who has a goal tonight. Now off the rush, Curran. Curran again, he'll quickly move it back to the blue line. Halbert, that'll trickle to the corner. Lake got it through to Curran. It's out of the reach of Dowd. He gets it, shoots it, and stopped. Yikow staying stuck still and made the save.
Great Britain finally gets the puck off the wall and flat. They're having a hard time bobbling it around. As Mikael Gaff looks on. His team tries to kill off a second consecutive penalty. Anytime the Great Britain forward gets the puck on their backhand, they're getting pressured heavily by Denmark, almost daring Great Britain to make a good play. Denmark thinks they can string 2 or 3 of them together at once.
Asa with a clean win in the face-off. He is able to shoot that over the head of Nathaniel Halbert, former Blainville-Boisbriand Armada in the Quebec League a number of years back. As we near the 18-minute mark of the second period, Great Britain looking for its first points of the World Championship. Denmark with 3 coming into play today. Pretty good pass ahead, and Nielsen, who has a goal, took it in, moved back to the line. Snapshot. Decal looked behind him for a second, but he made the stop. A couple of Great Britain players in front of the net.
Frederick Decal's been solid, as he has been. And in this group, he's been the only goaltender to play every minute of every game. It's a relatively busy schedule. You're going to get 7 games in, what, 11 or 12 days through the round robin. And for rest and just to have other options, every other team uses at least one other goaltender. Tico has gone the distance in every game for Denmark.
Mattias Seldrup is the backup today for Denmark. False start on the draw. Great Britain looks to get set up, get a quality shot or 2 if they can to even this game. Off to the right start. It's drilled back to Halbert. No Kirk out there right now. No, he'll go behind the net with Nielsen. Back to the blue line. Perlini, Halbert. The chip beside the goal. That was knocked wide off the stick of Johnny Curran. Now a shot from Herbert. He scores. Nathaniel Halbert, and we are tied at 3. The penalty had just expired, and Halbert with a terrific shot.
There he is, the graduate of McGill University in Montreal. Drag and pull, and all those bodies in front, and Tico has to work through his own traffic. It's a good, clean pass reception. Halbert gets it in shooting position right away. Brugesser doesn't have a chance to get back in play, and he will likely take some heat on the bench for a very undisciplined penalty that allows Halbert to effectively score a power play goal, even though it won't count as one, to tie the game.
Halbert with his first, plays in Austria, and we're not at 3. It's been a back and forth game in that regard. Back to all even here in Prague with drag play as Oliver Larsson was trying to take it through. Broken up and all the way back to the blue line. Oliver Lordson. A minute left in the second. Larson to Lordson. In it goes. Ogard looking to chip it away from Ruoff. Kirk on a backhand pass, bouncing it down the ice, and they will call that icing.
And Halbert, who leads Great Britain in ice time, plays a major role. It's a slight change of angle as he's got Patrick Russell out there trying to block a shot, pulls it around him, but gets plenty on the wrister. To the blocker side of Tico.
Lakovic and Perlini got the assist, so the first point of the tournament for both of those guys.
They only scored 2 goals against Canada prior to this game, so a lot of guys be getting their firsts.
Driving it in is Curran. Long pass from Blichfeld, and a good one. True will swoop in and turn back. True to the slot, backdoor feed, and Blichfeld wanted that one. He'll bounce it back to the blue line. Brugesser put it in deep. There's a shot by Blichfeld, and he's stung on the play. Might have taken a whack on the hand. Curran knocked it, but kept in expertly by Brugesser. But now carried away by Kirk. Kirk trying to cut to the middle. He was knocked off the play by Lordson, knocked it off his stick. And out it goes. So in this second period, Ogard at 1:42, and then Halbert at 18:34. We're tied at 3 through 40 minutes.
Sets up a really important third period, and not just to get points, but for both these teams to try to get points in regulation. A full 3 and keep the other team from getting any is going to be really important, so expect to be aggressive in the third on both sides.
Shots 21-19 in favor of Great Britain through 2. We're tied at 3.
It will be a draw in the third period, and we have an intermission program ready for you. You you can stretch your legs or remain seated and, for example, take part in the quiz that will appear on the giant screen in a moment.
mistru světa ve fandění. Raiffeisenbank. Samozřejmě. A nyní prosím, polipte nevěstu.
locker room, we're done with the stuff after the whistle, okay? We're gonna start looking for who we think starts it, put them short-handed, okay? So just tell the boys, important game. Once the whistle is done, stay out of it, okay? It's getting kind of annoying. It's not just you guys, it's them, it's even. Okay, just let them know, stay out of it, let them take the penalty.
No. Guys, you know, we talked to you guys about it, okay? Stay out of the blue paint, boys! Stay out! Good! Watch the paint, boys! Stay! Watch the paint, okay? Yeah, watch it! Yep. It's an elbow! Get him in the face with an elbow!
not Team Denmark. It was Switzerland and Norway, from what I remember. Second question. Once again, be quick and right. Who scored the first goal for Great Britain at the 2024 IIHF Ice Hockey World Championship? Ben O'Connor, Liam Kirk, Kate Nielsen, or Bradford leading? It was a game with Canada. And it was a victory for Canada, 4-2, but who was the goal scorer? There are two goal scorers, Ben O'Connor, but the first one was scored by Liam Kirk. So, Liam Kirk was the right answer for more than 150 of you. And pair the following players with their game positions is the final task in the quiz. You can see Connor Bedard, Victor Hedman, Peter Mrazek, and Juraj Sapkowski all the attendance of the IIHF Hockey World Championship, and they have the forward, center, goalie, or defender. These are the 4 options, and as you can see, time is up. And Connor is since Victor on defender, Peter Brown's the goalie, and Juraj Zakowski is forward. Right answers, lots of you. And now we're looking for the winner who can pick up the prize and the information that's behind the sector 101. Vítěz je může vyzvednout cenu na informací za sektorem 101 a vítězem je A-Grade TQ1. A-Grade TQ1 is the winner. In case you have a feeling that you are A-Grade TQ1, then pick up the prize and the information that's behind the sector 101. For a while, we're following the game of Group B of the tournament, and Team Germany is in the lead 5-1 with Team Kazakhstan. So there is a still chance that the silver medalists will come back for the quarterfinals to Prague Arena, but it is still a long journey. Weekend will decide it all. Now back to our game, a very important one. It's tied 3-both. Team Great Britain is playing Denmark, and these are the highlights from the second period.
Big one, boys, eh?
Leave it all out there, boys.
Our fucking game here, blue.
Leave it all out there. Yeah, there we go.
Here we go, man.
Please welcome back on ice, Team Great Britain. And also give your round of applause to Team Denmark.
Fucking go. Let's fucking go. On it.
Dan Robertson and Mike Johnson back with you here at O2 Arena. This third period up for grabs, Mike, and a fair bit at stake for both of these teams. It should be a fun 20 minutes or maybe more.
Yeah, Great Britain looking to get their first points of the tournament after playing 3 of the powerhouses to start, and Denmark, with a win in regulation, will essentially punch their ticket into next year's tournament. Even though the quarterfinals might be a little bit out of reach after the loss to Norway, they still would be comfortable.
Wish you good luck. Sticks down blue first, white after. Oh, go!
That's referee Tobias Bjork getting us underway for the third period. And Kirk dashes into the zone right away. Snapshot Dikau, who's had a pretty good afternoon, makes the save and hangs on.
both these teams understand what's at stake. It's a real part of this tournament is teams recognizing who they are, what they're battling for, who their competition is, and prioritizing those moments.
True to draw against Perlini, who had an assist in that second period. Curran behind the goal. Kirk's in front. Curran back to the blue line. O'Connor, snapshot. Oh, that went up high. Lucky nobody got that in the face. O'Connor will reset. Perlini's at center. Chipped and spinning after it was Nielsen. Now True will swing low for it. Came into this game with a -2 rating. True looking to take it off the boards. Nielsen was there. And now an opportunity for Patrick Russell right in. Big stop by Whistle as Russell came off that left wing. Chipped in by Lake. Van Lake's had a successful game so far. Back to the line. Working it off the boards is Dow. That'll come loose. Now with a pair of goals already, it is Ogard. He wears 29. Spinning is Olesen. He has 3 assists here in this one. Back the other way quickly is Sean Norris. He's alone. They're changing, so he'll snap that around. Oliver Lauritsen. Great Britain trying to keep that in. Bouncing puck. Chip forward by Betteridge. Given away. Knocked up by Tetlow. He gets back into position at the left side. Now Larson sent it through. Tipped off the mark. Denmark trying to get the lead back. It was 2-2 after 1 and 3-3 after 2. Vesa, he'll leave it. Halbert, he tied the game at 18:34 of the second, just at the conclusion of a power play. Denmark to reset. This is Matthias Lawson. Long pass. Scheel will send that one back, and they come in over the line. That redirected puck behind the goal. And now Felix Scheel. Great Britain able to break it up, and it's slid out of the zone by Evan Mosey. Born in Downers Grove, Illinois. Mosey. Shots 22-20. Great Britain with the edge. 3-3 game. Bit of speed there from Schultz, but got caught up at the line. Now Davies unable to get to the puck. Nicholas Anderson. Poulsen. Floating puck. And it's a glove pass. 2:40 into the third.
Best chance to start the third period was Patrick Russell. Nice pull here by Olsen. Look at it. Behind him, through his feet, and then springs Russell in alone. Jackson Whistle, you can say he's fighting, but even after the save, he's got no idea where this puck is. Watch Jackson Whistle's reaction. He's trying to pinch down his elbow, and it's not available. You talk about that high shot there, caught Lassen right in the middle of the back. And for all the equipment that players wear, we wear very little on our backs, on the back of our legs, the back of our chests, whatever it might be. There's almost nothing up there. Not feel the best.
We're back in the 80s here, and guys like Michel Goulet and Tim Kerr would wear like a protective strip on their spine because they take so much abuse in front of the net.
Yeah.
Those days are gone, though.
Not really allowed to do that as much anymore, thank goodness.
Phillips trying to force it out in this 3-3 game. It'll come to Kirk. 3 Great Britain players trying to get on the move quickly. Perlini will take it in, kept on side. Perlini cuts, slips it back, and it just jumped over the stick of Ruop, or he might have had a great opportunity. Sam Ruop, both teams making changes. He'll veer back with it. Swinging low is Nielsen to his left. This is Richardson. Kicked ahead by Van Lake. For the Belfast Giants. Ruop got up to the boards, and there was a pretty good look on Larson. Blickfeld waits, tees it up, and a penalty coming up there as the trailer Lauritsen looked for a chance. Couldn't get the shot away, and Denmark will have a man advantage.
Very slow developing odd man rush. And Dow doesn't know it's to him, but it is on the back check. Big hit there in the corner, but that sparks the rush opportunity. As Larson wants a high stick, but Blickfeld likes to go back against the grain, and sure enough, Dowd had his stick up in the hands of Lauritsen to pick up the penalty. I'm surprised Blichfeld, the shooter that he is, didn't just put his head down and say, you know what? I'm putting this one over your glove and I'm gonna take the lead on my own. Ended up passing to the defenseman who was covered to some degree.
Blichfeld, 2 goals, 2 assists coming into play today. Denmark power play. They have a goal in the man advantage. That was Brugiser back in the first, and he's got it now. Give it to Blichfeld. Brugiser snaps it through a crowd. Stopped there by whistle. And Great Britain is able to clear. Blichfeld will bring it right back into the zone. Snaps it around the boards. Duggan got there. He's been prominent on the kill today for Great Britain, and out it goes. Blichfeld, Olsen is in behind the goal, and Blichfeld will move it up. Move it back, I should say. Russell, and he will drop it. This is Olsen, finding a lane on the left. Olsen shoots it around to Joachim Blichfeld. Danish power plays, they try to get the lead back. Snapshot tipped in front, and denied there by whistle. Right at the goal mouth was Wesa, and offside. We get the stoppage in play.
They have tried that backdoor pass 3-4 times in this game because they've had success in other games. Nice has scored a goal doing exactly this. He just tries to beat his guy to the front of the net, and it's a rocket pass. That one wasn't quite wide enough. Whistle was able to get his stick on it, but Rice come out, present the stick. It's just a little too close to the goaltender, but when he scored a goal like that against Czechia, he's found the back of the net a couple times on those hard seam passes right to the lip of the crease.
He signed his 3rd World Championship. Minute 5 remaining in the penalty to Robert Dowd, the Great Britain captain. Swinging back now is Marcus Lauritsen. He'll drop it. Speed from Frome. Matthias Frome driving. Spins behind the net, takes it all the way around. Frome. Patient. Got it back from Lauritsen. Frome again. Marcus Lauritsen. Bullgard sent it through to the slot. Backhand. Bounces off a stick. Whistle with skates to deal with. Stops the play.
Tetlow came flying out in the awkward slide, well out of position. The challenge is that this pass is so soft. Bullgard presents his plate, so if you want to go with a Sedin-like slap pass, he can tip it, but if it's going to be a soft pass, it's a tough catch and release on your backhand in all that traffic. For Mikael Odgaard, who's looking for a hat trick after never having scored for Denmark in the World Championship before.
Power play continues. Stick lift there by Nielsen. He tried to drag it out, but could not do it. This time he'll pick it up and shoot at the distance. Olsen quickly up, skating well into the zone. Olsen shoots. That flies off the stick of Evan Mosey and over the glass with 9 seconds left in the Danish power play.
Not much time left now. You likely will throw out 2 defensemen just to be safe for Mikael Gatz. And he does just that, not surprisingly. Now, given that Denmark has one win in the tournament, extra time is okay with them. Great Britain, with what Austria has surprisingly done, really does need to win this in regulation.
Off the face-off, Ruoff looking for a penalty. His stick was broken, but he's got to make a move. There's a shot, and he blocked it, or it hit him. Either way, it worked. Penalty is over, and that snapper just flew wide. Boy, Brugiser really can't rifle it. New stick for Ruoff. He gets off, but Denmark is denied on the power play. We're back to 5-a-side here in Prague. Second game, Czechia and Austria here tonight. Phillips got it through to center. Curran reaching back. He's checked just outside the line. Lawson made a partner pass. True. Curran was waiting for him, so True will angle back. Lawson. Blichfeld tried to poke him past and go on the other side, but it is a hand pass. So they blow it dead. We are tied at 3 with 13:32 to go in the third here in Prague.
You will see our through the national tour. 2 Pilsner Urban glasses. Now it's time for you to grab yours and show us how you can cheer. And in case you need some lesson, there's an expert, and it's Peter.
Okay, it's you better if you spend the time together with your friends and the glass of a good beer. So, hey, cheers! Cheers!
Okay, that was cheers with Buddy Humphrey, Czech Jersey. What a coincidence. Now, it's up to you. Show us your person over here. Let you be the greatest cheer out. Show us your beer and cheer in case you cheer. Yo, no guys, cheer over. And you can pick up 2 beverages or 2 full favorites in the main tent at the official zone. 2 beverages are waiting for you. Let us cheer with Pilsner Urban.
Scoring in this game for Great Britain, Kurt Nielsen and Halbert for Denmark, Ågaard with a pair, and Brugiser with the other one, and that's where we stand, 3 apiece. After this one, for Great Britain, will play Czechia tomorrow, Norway on Monday, and Austria on Tuesday, and for Denmark, Swiss tomorrow, and Finland on Monday. Ruoff, partner pass, and Richardson off the stick and into the zone. Lawson, some room in the wing for Ågaard. Shoots it around. Ågaard forechecking. Lakovic, who had an assist in the Halbert goal late in the second. Now punched ahead by Betteridge, and we get another stoppage with 51 gone in this third period of play. Here's Frome for Denmark.
I like Mattias Frome, what I've seen. Maybe one of the best skaters in this game for Denmark, and really get up and down the ice. And to Denmark's credit, if you think that Great Britain needs to push a little bit more, there haven't been many opportunities through the first 7 minutes of the period for Great Britain to try to get the lead. They've done a nice job having the puck and having it in the offensive zone most of the time.
Basa, Shield, and Frome out there for Denmark right now. And jumping out his whistle, spins all the way between the hash marks and gets the freeze on the play.
Just said how fast Frome was. Not the guy you want to be in a race to a puck with, but actually whistle, jumps on this one, gets poked off the boards awkwardly, and he bails out the defensive zone coverage. Everybody was flown over towards the boards, and all of a sudden the puck's right between the hash marks. The whistle, the goaltender for the Belfast Giants gets the cover. He's got the Belfast Giants gear on too. No Great Britain pads, gloves and catcher.
Bit of a contrasted colors there. Brugiser with a shot, sticked away by Whistle. There's a sharp angle drive, is punched right on goal by Nicholas Jensen. Great Britain break it out, but Shield flips it back in, forcing the defenseman Tetlow to turn. He went down, so did the forechecker Frome. They both get back up. Spinning along the backboards is Halbert, 28-year-old. Denmark bottling them up right now. Lake made a pass. He got it off the backboards, and they'll try the left side. Tetlow now to center. Here comes Nielsen. Danish players getting back collectively quickly. Blichfeld spun away. He allowed the puck to proceed and tied up along the boards now. Neither team can grab it for very long at this point. It is Brugiser, and he'll go back behind the net. He'll creep out with both teams changing. Brugiser the pass. Blichfeld right away was met there by Josh Batch. So now Lawson passed it on the left side. True cruising through center. True dropped it. Bouncing puck. Russell was trying to track it. This is Duggan for Great Britain. He likes to just roll it in. Shudra, the forecheck, runs into his man. He's got good size. Pass to the corner. Davies is there. Swept it back. O'Connor had to move it right away, and he did. Forecheck from Phillips. Great Britain trying to get the lead back. Loose in front. Good stuff by Diakau as Davies changed the path of that puck and put it right on net.
The veteran Ben Davies battling in front. It looked as though there might have been a 5-hole opening up on this point shot. Deco flashed the left pad. Davies trying to pull it back into the middle. Get a better look at it here. Maybe he's gonna slide through there. There was a hole, it just didn't hit it. Caught the pad. Deco able to make a save.
Good battle by Davies in front to try and get positioning that time.
It's be tough sledding down there.
Davies looking for his first point of the tournament. Perlini will get credit for the face-off win. O'Connor chipped it wide of the goal. Ogard for Denmark. He threw it ahead effectively. O'Connor now for Great Britain. O'Connor sent it around. We had a man open on the right. Johnny Curran. Kirk. Bank pass off the backboards. Perlini put it back for Kirk in the near corner. Kirk back to the line. Wrist shot, tipped in front. Diakami made the save. Kirk had it poked away just at the last moment. Skated to safety by Denmark as Great Britain with a couple of chances here in the last 2 minutes. Oliver Larsson steps out to the slot. The 2 men to his right. Rugiser's pass. But into the equipment of Betteridge, and play stops.
The right loose puck in front for Great Britain. Almost with the right guy, Liam Kirk, pouncing on it. Just couldn't get there before it was swept away. Good chance doesn't come of anything. I'll tell you what, the commitment to some of the costumes and jerseys and outfits fans are wearing the game is something. It's not just to walk the game, you gotta sit there for 4 hours with the thing on like that.
That's true. Lots of marks for originality for a lot of the fans here too. You're never sure what you'll see. A lot of passion. We certainly see that as Rugiser moved it ahead. Frome got to the loose puck first. Frome on the outside. Point shot. That is blocked as it was driven there by Jensen. Now a pass ahead for Norris. And cut off immediately was Lakovic. He's in the corner trying to pick it free, and he does. Lakovic. Oh, and he tried to link up. He threw it to the blue line. Norris wasn't far away from that pass. Chipped ahead there by Shield. Tetlow from his knees trying to keep it safe for Great Britain. Now the pass. Shield in the slot. Frome backs it up. Lawson. Frome again. Snapshot. He sailed that one wide. Marcus Lauritsen put it around the boards, and waiting there was Norris as Denmark backed off. So Norris takes it to center. 9:10 left in the third in this 3-3 game. Marcus Lauritsen bumped by Link, but he got it ahead. Lawson relayed it immediately. And a penalty coming up here to Evan Mosey. You can't believe it. Power play for Denmark. They look to take the lead when we come back.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're important message for you. It is the attendance once again. It's truly an amazing number. This game is being watched by 16,277 people. Thank you so much. This is the attendance. More than 16,000 spectators. Thank you so much for your support.
Well, Evan Mosey with a penalty for Great Britain, putting Denmark on the power play at a key time in this game as we see it here.
Not much to it. He gets the stick between his legs, but Blickfeld doesn't really cross over. He just sort of tumbles over. The crowd reacting to the video replay that they see. And so now the power play goes to work for Denmark. Real opportunity in the game.
Russell won it. Rugiser. Blichfeld, back for Brugisser. Blichfeld again, faces the net, drags it, shoots it. That went off Batch and out of play. We've seen Batch mostly in a penalty killing role here tonight.
Yep, Denmark's got one on the power play. It was the Brugisser goal. We know he likes to shoot it. We know Blichfeld likes to shoot it. In this power play, they've been running a lot off of Blichfeld on the strong side. Prior to this game, he generally has been the righty in Ovi's office on the offside. A wrinkle.
Denmark with a face-off win, cleared all the way down by David Phillips. So with about 8.5 left in the third, the Danes looking to take the lead on the power play as Russell weaves and then puts it back to Olsen. 28-year-old to Blichfeld. Olsen will continue on to the side of the net. Pass goes back to Brugisser. Visa. Olsen. He'll turn. Phillips is trying to check him. Blichfeld went out of the zone, reloaded. He's right side. There's a shot, fought off. It hit Whistle more than anything. I think his mask was spun a little bit or affected somehow as he gets the whistle.
Was it? Or did he break
the neck guard maybe?
Break the little protector on the throat. And Olsen elects to try Whistle, rings it off the dangler. Breaks it and then off his shoulder. So Jackson Wilson will have to get that fixed. Or his other helmet on. They're just cutting it off. Now, is he at danger because that thing broke?
No.
Is anyone at danger because that thing broke?
No.
Sure, it's uncomfortable and not ideal, but I don't know if you have to pull that one down in that moment. If I'm Denmark, I'm like, come on, he can play with that. Like,
it's a good point.
We got something cooking in the offensive zone here.
Whistle put his left arm up and trying to flag down the referee or an official, so they blew the whistle, and minute 10 remaining in the Denmark power play. 3-3 here. From his knees, you can see Besa trying to push it through. Blichfeld out front, they score! This time it works. Besa, and Denmark is ahead.
We talked about that crease pass. They tried it 5-on-5. They tried it before on the power play. It's Besa who gets the front of the net, and he is making a living in this tournament, sitting there on the back door with a strong bottom hand. You got to fight and rotate off. Now, so much pressure on your right hand. See him choke down on the blade, get his maximum amount of torque into the ice, because this pass from Blichfeld is coming, and it's coming hot. So fast that Russell misses it. But Besa sitting right there. He's got his blade, his hand 2 feet up the shaft of the stick to make sure that he's able to tap that one home. And what appears to be a set play strikes again for Denmark.
So he has 3 as goals in consecutive games. Blichfeld and Brugisser will get the assists. And you can hear the whistles from the Great Britain fans still disagreeing with the penalty that was called that led to the goal. Strong skating now from Marcus Lauritsen. He'll dump it. Point pass. Bullgard. Now Lawson sent it down to True. 4-3 Denmark getting the goal on the power play. True shoots it. That one off Halbert. Lawson got to it, kept it in. That pass ricocheted off the skate. Ogard. And a Great Britain power play coming up now.
Well, you gave one up on a call you didn't love. You're going to get one now for Great Britain on an opportunity on a call that Denmark won't love as Alexander True heads to the box. As he's trying to get in the way of Evan Mosey, and no question he gets a stick tied up into his hands or his skates. Blichfeld's got great sense here. Great sense of the timing to rip that one through, and Tetlow is trying to block the shot, but Blichfeld is not looking at the shot lane. He's looking for the pass lane, which is open to Besa.
Great Britain needing one. They start with the face-off win. Halbert, who has the goal, put that down to the side of the net. Kirk gets it back. 4-3 Denmark. Nielsen creeping in, put it behind the net. Curran. Lakovic. Moved down by Halbert. He's got a goal here. Halbert set it up for Nielsen. Steps up. Played into the side of the net. Perlini. Oh, Kirk out there right now. Perlini got it back. Sent it to the side of the goal again. And Nielsen elected not to shoot it. He'll tee it up. There's a drive by Perlini and a save from Dickow.
Good possession, but really good motion by Denmark in rotating, shrinking the box when the puck gets behind the net, expanding it back out when Great Britain got on the point. That was really well done where Great Britain was probing, trying to find somewhere to attack from that was dangerous, and they were not able to break down the Danish penalty kill.
True is in the box, 1 minute and 11 seconds remaining in his penalty. Besa, who just scored the go-ahead goal on the power play, lost that draw. That shot came from the captain, Dowd, went off a leg. Great Britain get it back. Kirk has to get there in a hurry, and it's knocked out effectively that time by Oscar Mulgaard. Great Britain will try to get things squared away quickly here on the power play. Now Kirk through center with a bit of speed, shoots it. Lake waiting for it. He was met quickly, but now back to him. Lake, O'Connor, Kirk. Dowd. O'Connor gave it back. Down in the circle, shot it right on. It came back to him. Bounced off the pad of Dickow. Kirk steps up, fires it. He put it high and off the mark. Kirk with a good look that time. That took a good bounce for Mulgaard, and he'll send it the distance. 15 left in the penalty to True. 5.5 to go in the third. 4-3 Denmark. Skating well through center is O'Connor. He'll hit the line, but it's offside.
That's no good. Last rush of the power play. Go offside. There's a penalty coming up.
Too many men, maybe.
I think offside's bad. Too many men.
His own face-off after the penalty, so Lichfeld will take it back and they'll get it together on the power play now as True comes out of the box and sprints to the bench. Time becoming a factor in this one. Besa will lug that toward the corner, send it back, now at the blue line. Russell. Besa in front again, that pass intended for him in that direction anyway. Olsen backpedaling into the corner. Olsen, a three-point game. Point pass. Brugesser. Olsen takes a look at the goal. Brugesser, one-time shot, and off whistle against Besa right there. Feld is in the slot. That pass from Besa comes back to the blue line. Shot stopped by whistle as he got a piece of that and directed to the corner. Denmark with possession again, trying to get an insurance goal. Loose in the slot, knocked away, and Lakovic is able to dump that down. 50 seconds remaining in the penalty. Norris is serving it. It was too many men on the ice. That was the call. That was just out of the roots of Davies, who had a redirect opportunity earlier in this period. Larson drops it off. Now Marcus Lauritsen. He'll play it back. Mulgaard speeding up the right. Mulgaard off the rush. Dangles to the front of the net. He lost it. Nice move nonetheless. There's a shot ripped wide and hit the official as that point shot was driven by Larson. Denmark getting set one more time. 15 left in the power play. Lauritsen, snapshot, block. Larson collects it. To the corner he goes. Larson to the blue line. Lauritsen, goal guard, down to the corner. Penalty just about over. Slot pass shot off a leg and diving his whistle. And he hangs on. 4-3, Denmark leading with 3:21 to go in regulation.
And now I'm here with Orlando string for the Great Britain. It's on wheels. But now here's one for right enough to guess the song. You ready? Okay, DJ, let's go. You pick it up? Okay, DJ, ladies and gentlemen. Right now. Okay, it's a famous singer from the UK. I'm still standing up and good to go. And now it's your time.
Back in O2 Arena in Prague, where in this third period, a power play goal from Vesa is the difference at this point. A 1-goal lead for Denmark now as we go down the stretch.
Great Britain's got to push now. They got to, get aggressive, be bold, commit, risk mistakes to get to the offensive end and get the goalie out probably sooner than later.
Defensive zone face-off for them first as Lake is beaten by Russell. That sharp angle shot, Blickfeld put it off the outside of the twine. Lake had to deal with Poulsen. To the open side, chased down by Halbert. He'll knock it ahead. And to the blue line, Nielsen looking to play a bouncing puck. 17 minutes into this third period. Poulsen's pass off a skate. Blickfeld took a bump from Lake after he missed the puck on the dump-in attempt. Lake took a good pass. In he comes. Lake crossing through the slot. Drops it off. Down. Tried to jam it in on the backhand. And Dickau wanted to keep the play going. He'll argue that the whistle came a little too quickly that time.
Is he mad about the whistle? Or maybe the poke? Either one. Nice little cross and drop. Now it comes flying in and takes the net. That's a good idea. I think it's the bump there as Halbert tries to get in on a rebound after it's covered and sort of slashes into Dickau. So Great Britain now with 2:40 on the clock. Early timeout, but an offensive zone face-off. I don't wait. The time in possession in the offensive zone is just not available frequently enough to think you're going to get a better opportunity to get the goalie out, to get organized, to win a face-off, have an extra body to help on a puck retrieval to try to generate a late chance.
What will Whistle do? Will he stay right there? This game is...
No, it looks like he's heading back. I'd pull him if I was Great Britain right now.
And that's really been the trend that we've seen in the National Hockey League over the last number of years.
And they were listening to us, Dan, and they wisely listen to Dan Robertson whenever you can on all hockey-related and life-related matters.
Words to live by.
That's what I've been told.
Empty net. Great Britain trying to tie this game. Face-off coming up. Lake versus True. Linesman giving clear directions, what he wants. True with the face-off win. That is ripped around the boards and down the ice. I want to welcome all viewers who are watching Germany defeat Kazakhstan 8-2 in Ostrava. Right here, Dan Robertson and Mike Johnson with you. 4-3 Denmark with a power play goal at 12:01 in the third period. Vesa is third from Blickfeld and Brugister. Right now, Great Britain trying to tie it, empty net. So the extra attacker is on, and Lake and Vesa facing off. Linesman Kevin Brigante giving instructions as he gets ready to drop it. And Lake won it, but he won it too well. And that'll trickle toward the slot. O'Connor comes back to grab it. Then O'Connor, this Great Britain team, no points coming in. Denmark with 3 after beating Austria in the opener for them. Lake tried to clear it in. Russell tried to grab it. True had it knocked away by Perlini. Snap through to center. Perlini gives it to Nielsen. In they come. Perlini shot, and Dikau with a good stop and no rebound.
We thought Denmark was on the verge of skating it into the empty net, and a quick turnover and some nice plays in traffic. Snap it up. Good touch from Kirk. Perlini over. Right back. Take a hit. That's all in high traffic areas that ends up with a pretty good look from the middle of the ice, and maybe most importantly, another offensive zone faceoff, which now Great Britain needs to lean in on and at least scramble for possession.
True and Lake again. 2:05 on the clock. True wins it. Olsen shoots it for the open net, but that's going to be icing as Olsen working on a 3-point game already, looking for his first goal of the evening.
The numbers also tell us that if you have a chance to shoot the empty net, even from your own end, you are supposed to. Up until about the last 45 seconds, then you're probably better off just flipping it out. So Olsen, I'm sure, is well aware of the analytics and went for the empty net. But this has been a few too many clean wins between Russell on the right and True on the left. Lake's got to try to scramble this.
And again, Denmark with possession. Russell won it. Oh, and it just trickled off the stick of Kirk, who could not keep it in. 1:50 to go now. Swinging low to grab it, Evan Mosey. Pass through to center, speeding in. Lake, he'll carry it to the corner. Pass, he was looking for Nielsen. Now he gets it. He wanted the point pass, but there was a Danish player waiting. Chipped by Olsen, but kept in that time by Mosey.
Guys around the puck if you're in the blue.
That's fired to the line and just kept in. Behind the goal, Lake is there, but stepped in front of by Jensen. Perlini. Lake. Down, the captain has it with 1:15 to go, shoots, rebound, knocked down, and that is kept out. It was blocked on the way through. Dikau may have gotten it. He's got no stick. Lake is in the net, and the whistle blows.
That's going to be outside the blue line, too. Lake's got to fight to get out of the net. Here's the chance, Perlini down on the ground, but was that another block?
No, get out!
See, Dikau's sitting on him. It's tough. Like, does Jensen get a leg on this? Or is that a blocker save? Is that a blocker save from Dikau? Oh my. Oh my. That is a game saver. And now, because Lake was pinned in the net, as Peter Russell can't believe it, they have to go out. And again, I don't know if I put the goalie back in right now. I think I'd probably keep him out.
Well, at first I thought that shot was blocked, but it was Dikau in second look. An athletic maneuver to get over and keep it out, and there goes whistle again. Driven in by O'Connor. That sails off his stick and out of play. So 1 minute even left in regulation. Denmark trying to hang on for its second win of the World Championships this season.
Pretty efficient 6 seconds, though. They win the faceoff, get the goalie out, and get an offensive zone faceoff. Now, I mean, you can't keep putting Lake in there to take the faceoff, can you? He's been getting cleaned out easily. Like, just try somebody else. Or at the very least, if you're Perlini, if you're Mosey, on your toes. You got to be exploding to the corner to try to close on Jensen if Lake loses this faceoff.
So again, at the right side for Denmark, it's the captain Russell to take the faceoff, and Lake wins that one. Albert at the blue line. Great Britain needs one to tie. Mosey shoots, and that's off the skate of the defender. That clipped off Jensen's stick. A skate, bouncing puck in the slot, clearing attempt. collected by Vesa. He is met by Kirk at center. 45 seconds left. Kirk trying to create here. He's been dynamic again for Great Britain. Dumped in by Lake. And penalty coming up here.
There we go. Holds. 6 on 4. 35 seconds left. They might have to check the clock because I don't know if it stopped as soon as the whistle went because there are so many other whistles in the crowd. As the most recent attempt, Jansen gets down, blocks that at the last minute. Great Britain's already used their timeout, so they can't take a timeout to reset, but yeah, you dive on the guy's stick, that's a hold. Lake went down like Swan Lake, and there it is. Here we go, 6 on 4. Opportunity, so much now on the faceoff for Ben Lake. He's got to find a way to get possession with his wingers. They don't have 20 seconds to wait.
Lake and Russell again. Lake won the last faceoff. Great Britain trying to tie this game. Lake, clean win. O'Connor. Kirk steered it through to the slot. He wants it back and he gets it from Nielsen. Kirk to Nielsen, steps to the circle, waits, shot. That changed direction. Back near the blue line, O'Connor got to it. Kirk under 20, finding Perlini with a drive, and Deco made the save. Nielsen went down, puck hops in the air, 10 seconds to go.
Gotta get out of there, dig it out of there.
Lauritsen just wanted to pin it along the boards. His brother trying to do the same. Denmark looking to hold on. And this one is over. Denmark with the 4-3 victory over Great Britain.
What a good finish. Great Britain pushing, Denmark defending this save. Another blocker, Dandy, shoulder. Good shot by Berlini. Deco standing tall, using all that 6'5" frame to get 3 massive points for Denmark, who now look to be very good to be back in the tournament again next year.
Christian Vesa with the winner of the power play at 12:01. Denmark with its second win. They beat Great Britain 4-3.
The best players of each team will be awarded by Bank International, the official sponsor of the 2024 IIHF Ice Hockey World Championship. The prizes will be presented by Matthias Nagel, Bank International representative and the Vice President of the International Ice Hockey Federation and President of Danish Ice Hockey Association, Mr. Henrik Bach-Nielsen. Best player of Team Great Britain, number 79, Nathaniel Halberts. Best player of Team Denmark, number 12, Oscar Wilder. The Earl, please rise if you're able to for the national anthem of winning team, the national anthem of Denmark. and congratulations to you, Team Denmark. Enjoy Friday evening in Prague. In case you're the ticket holders for the game between Czechia and Austria, we kindly ask you to exit the arena as soon as possible and re-enter. You can't remain in your places. Dámy a pánové, díky moc za skvělou poslední více než 16 000 vás se domů utkání Velké Británie a Dánska. A je mi jasné, že na hlavním konci dnešní den ve 20 hodin, 20 minut nás čeká další vystoupení domácího týmu Česka, kterému se postaví senzace skupiny A, tým Rakouska. V případě, že máte vstupenky na toto utkání, prosím, urychleně opuste arénu a vstupte znovu. Ještě jednou prosím, urychleně opuste arénu a vstupte znovu na víc. Thank you so much and see you in the evening.
Saves to close out that game. How important was he to ensure your team picked up the win?
Well, he's unbelievable. He's been like that all tournament. He's been like that since he's got the starter here for us, and just an overall good guy, and very happy to see him have success. It helps us a lot.
Today was your second win of the preliminary round. Describe how important these 3 points are today.
Oh, they're very important. It's still wide open, and if we can get a couple of points in the last 2 games here, then we hopefully can secure a spot for the quarterfinals. So huge win, and even better with 3 points.
You mentioned the final 2 games. You close out the preliminary round with Switzerland tomorrow and then Finland on Monday. What is the focus as you head towards the home stretch?
No, it's just taking one game at a time. Right now we enjoy the win, and then we get ready tomorrow. It's an early game, and it's just go out and work as hard as we can, and hopefully get 3 points.
In Danish, what are you most proud of today with this win over Great Britain?
Nej, jeg synes, det er utroligt dejligt, at vi tager 3 point. Jeg ved, at spillet ikke er der 100%, men jeg synes alligevel, en sejr er en sejr, og 3 point er vigtige.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Nathaniel, your team had some terrific chances to end this game. How close did a win feel today?
That's as close as we've been this tournament so far. Come down to the last minute like that, power play. Their goalie made some good saves. We had some good looks, and you know, you'd like them to go in the net, but they don't always go in the net, and that's hockey. So we just got to get ready for tomorrow. I think we got Czechia, so it's going to be a loud building, and you know, we can take the positives out of this game, even though it does hurt a bit.
You mentioned the positives. What stands out to you?
I think we played pretty close to 60 minutes there. We defended pretty well, and I think most importantly, we got some goals. That's been a problem for us. So it was nice to get the puck in the net and, feel confident, get the bench up and some energy on it. So hopefully we can move into, tomorrow's game with a little more confidence in their zone.
Ahead of this game, your coach said he wanted to see more passion and character from your team. How do you think you demonstrated that today?
I mean, you can't see everything, but it's kind of in the room. It's kind of, I think, what he was talking about. Between periods, guys are lifting each other up. Someone makes a mistake, guys are patting them on the back saying, we got you. But on the ice, you can see it too. I think there was more of a commitment to block shots and do the little things to help you win hockey games. So hopefully we can build up from that.
As you mentioned, you're right back at it. You got the host Czechia tomorrow. How do you think you raised your game today and you can carry some of that momentum against the host tomorrow?
I mean, we're going to have to raise our game again. They got a lot of good players, a lot of skill. They're going to have the crowd on their side, like I said, so it's going to be a hostile environment. And like I said, we got to do the little things for 60 minutes and, get the puck in the net a couple times more than they do, because that's how you win hockey games.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Back.